I think I need to sell some cars, basically. Yeah, reality's hit home. I have too many cars. So anyway, we've been making progress on all the cars. Nothing really worth filming. But yeah, some of the stuff needs to get sold. So I figured I'd give you a little update on some of the cars, where we are with stuff, and yeah, bring you up to speed. So first things first, the Alpena. Obviously, you know, I was like tearing my hair out with the wiring issue. I haven't addressed it, but a friend of mine said he'll come and help me and get stuck into it. So we're going to sort that out at some point. In the meantime, the engine is all back together. So manifolds on, all new hoses, stuff like that, so that's good. I haven't tested that it runs okay yet because I still need to replace the fuel pump and fuel senders, but they are coming, well, I've got to pick those up tomorrow night, I think, from a breaker. So then they'll go in it, and then really all that's left is figure out that wiring issue, weld up the exhaust, and then it's more or less ready for an MOT, there or thereabouts. There's probably a few niggly bits that still need doing, but, you know, it's sorted. The Z3 you saw me do the repair video on. I went to Thruxton last week and it was minty, no issues. The car performed well. It was a cold day, so it wasn't getting pushed that hard. Obviously standard road tyres and brakes, but it was wet and it's got a limited slip diff, so we had loads of sideways action. Really fun day. Yeah, mega happy with that. Cool car, I really like how it drives. But again, reality's here. I just don't need this many cars, and I really need to be putting the money, time, effort, and enthusiasm into other stuff. So I think we'll probably put the Z3 up for sale. The Alpena's not going anywhere. That's staying. I want that to stick around for a while yet. I think we'll put the Z3 up for sale. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm happy to keep that over winter. But yeah, put it up for sale. We'll see what happens. The little Nugget, I did the first video on that, which some of you guys watched and enjoyed, so thank you for that. But for most of you who weren't interested, which I totally understand why, I didn't bother doing a second video because I just thought there's no point, people aren't interested in it. But the little Nugget is now ready. It's got an MOT booked for Friday. It's got a new window in it. Engine's had a full service, new aux belt, new disc and pads, a new carrier on that side. It needs an exterior detail, but I'll do that once it's MOT'd and actually put it up for sale. Again, that's a mega cheap car. It'd actually be quite handy to keep hold of because it would save me a hell of a lot of fuel, but I just can't live with driving a crappy car, you know, with no comfort in it. You know, I like getting something that's a bit bigger, a bit comfier. So that's going to get put up for sale. That's going to stay. I think the Z3 needs to go up for sale. If it sells, it sells. Wrong time of year to sell a convertible, really. But I'll put it up for sale. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm happy to keep it. The yellow 36. So I've rewrapped the roof. Happy with that. You can't really see this because it was outside and got mucky at the weekend. But yeah, it's all rewrapped, including this. Ceramic coated. Also replaced, you can just about see my business logo in there. So that's happy. We've done the jacking point, which you saw in the previous videos. So jacking point's all sorted. And there was a bit of rust in this A-pillar area, which had to be sorted out. So I cut that piece out down there, welded in, paint matched it, pretty happy with that. So that's decent. I do need to take the engine box out because the rear end's got a leak and the sump gasket's leaking, and I want to change the exhaust slightly. So I was kind of planning on doing that, but I really need to get on with my coupe. What it's also done, since it's been in the workshop in the last 2-3 weeks, the alternator's died, which is fucking brilliant. So new alternator required. And also shout out to the glamorous assistant. I did a little bit of work with him on his touring, which you might have seen if you watch his channel, and as a thank you, he got me a brand new OEM M Sport shifter. So well happy with that. It looks unreal. So yeah, happy. The 540 still sat at home. I need to just have a good day, good weather, and take my Impa and stuff home and get those front brakes working. Just haven't had a chance, to be honest. 7 Series, so my E38, the one we went to Poland in, I absolutely love that car. Any of you know me personally will know how much I love that car, but I think the Alpena needs to take its job as a daily driver. So I think I'm going to put it up for sale. It needs a little bit of work, nothing major. Obviously the body's not great on it. The paint is pretty poor and there's lots of rust on the doors and the rear arches. But it's a perfect beater, you know, like daily driver E38. You don't have to be too precious over. So I think that's going to go up for sale. I really don't want to, but again, how many cars can I keep? It's just ridiculous. So yeah, I think that's going to go up for sale. I need to change the front brake pads on that because they're a bit squeaky, and I think there's an arm on the rear that's knocking. Probably just a rear arm, be a knocky ball joint, I expect, or I hope anyway. So get that sorted. And then this brings me to the elephant in the room, which is my E36 Coupe, which is the car that most of you probably started watching this channel for. And I've done not a lot recently, but progress is underway. As soon as this video goes out, I'm going to be smashing on with the rear arch, because I really need to get it done, and it's been a year in this workshop now, which is a joke. So yeah, I really want to get the car mobile. So yeah, it's full steam ahead on it. I have made a little bit of progress off the camera, which I'll show you now, but the next video that comes out is going to be a full-blown video on this car, and we're going to be churning through getting this rear arch and filler cap area. So I'll bring you up to speed with where we are at the moment, which is first things first, this filler neck area was rotten. So this is what came off the car. That was the outer skin, and it looked like that, which is, yeah, not great. So that got cut out. I took a donor from a convertible, so that's now ready to be welded in. It had a little bit of corrosion there on this new panel, but nothing much, to be honest. We can clean that up, no problem. So that's going to get welded back into here. I've already cut that out, so that fits in there lovely like that. The inner skin, unfortunately, turned out to be rotten, absolutely rotten. I apologise, I'm full of cold at the moment, so hopefully you can still understand me. But yeah, that's the inner skin, so that sort of sits like that, but inside the arch. And you can see, when I cut the outer skin off, I was like, oh yeah, that looks pretty bad. And then got inside, and that's what we were greeted with. I'm now looking at this thinking, well, that's very pitted, and also my fabrication skills do not allow me to remake that plate and make it look anything like it should do. So I then went ahead and ordered the panel from BMW and the outer skin and stuff like that. So the plan for this is we're going to cut off the outer skin, put a new inner skin on, which we have down here, with the filler area, weld the filler area on the outer skin, and put a new outer arch on, and then finish the seal. So yeah, there's a lot to do on the coupe. If you have been following this build, you know how thorough I've gone with it. Try not to leave anything sort of rotten in the shell, because it's a good 328 manual sport. But yeah, this car is proving to be a bit of a pain in my ass. It's just in my way. I've got stuff I want to get on and build, and I can't really, because this bloody car sat in my workshop, and I really don't want to break it, but I equally really don't have the motivation to finish it. So yeah, but that changes as of today. So full steam ahead, let's get this thing started. So I'm going to drop this video tonight. It's probably Monday, hopefully get it up Monday night, so you'll probably watch this Monday, Tuesday. And as soon as I cut this, I'm going to be straight onto it, getting that smashed out. So I don't think it's realistic, but I'm hoping to have the car back down on its wheels by the end of October, which is 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks. But yeah, I'm going to dedicate all the time in the world to it over the next 2 weeks, and let's get some progress on this car, and yeah, see where we go. So that's kind of a fleet update. It's just got way out of hand. If you're interested in any of the cars I've got, the Z3, the little iGo, or Peugeot 107, or the 7 Series, just drop me a comment, or you know, let me know below, or send me a message on Facebook or whatever. They'll all be up for sale. I think I've made the decision, so they'll all be up for sale in the next week or two. I'll just stick them on Marketplace and see what happens. If they sell, they sell. If they don't, they don't. You know, it's no problem. They're all on the road. They'll get used. But if you're interested in them, let me know. Anyway, hopefully this is a quick insight as to where everything is, rather than doing bitty videos. I thought I'd just bring them all together in one hit. But yeah, I'm going to end this one here, get straight into the coupe, and get you a proper vlog out on the rear arch. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Peace out, guys.